What is up, Finn fans? If you can tell by the title, some breaking news just happened. So you're getting a video straight from the phone, no funny edits, no pop-ups or anything, because I want to get you this news right away. Miami Dolphins, they haven't fired Chan Gailey, but Chan Gailey decided to retire. Chan Gailey is moving on from the Miami Dolphins, which we all kind of saw. If you guys know what happened on Tuesday with the fake Adam Schefter coming out and reporting that the Dolphins have fired him, and then ESPN reported, but then ESPN couldn't even realize that it wasn't their Adam Schefter because they didn't look at the ad, and the whole debacle. But now finally he has decided, listen, I've been doing this for long, I'm just mentally done, I'm going to retire. So, Chan Gailey moves on, decides to retire from the Miami Dolphins organization, which has an impact tenfold, right? With this news happening now, you guys are going to get a quick video of this right now. Then I'm going to go into full detail and full research on who the new potential offensive coordinator can be. That video will probably be out tomorrow or on Friday. I don't even know what day it is anymore. I think it's Wednesday. Having a child can really mess with your head. But yes, either tomorrow or Friday, you'll get a full breakdown of offensive coordinator candidates. But looking at this, it just made sense, right? We had Brian Flores come out and say that he expects his assistants to be back, hopefully. And yeah, he probably did expect Chan Gailey to be back, but then Chan Gailey was like, listen, man, I'm getting up there in age. I can't do this anymore. This is taking a toll on me. I'm just going to retire, which makes sense. It absolutely makes sense that he needed to retire. Looking at the offense struggled. It just struggled all season. There was some games here and there against the 49ers, against the Cardinals, even a little bit against the Chiefs. There was, against the Bills the first time. There were some games here and there where the offense was clicking, where we were throwing a ton of passes, but never really had a run game. Now, is that Chan Gailey's fault? No, because we all got upset with him there at times for running the ball when he should have been passing the ball. The run game not being there is offensive line problem number one, and that's a problem that needs to be addressed in the draft/free agency. But there was always struggles all season. Seattle, we couldn't score a touchdown, just kicking field goals. If we could have scored a touchdown, we would have won against Seattle, which probably we'd be in the playoffs right now in that Seattle game. The New York Jets game, struggle. First half, we went up. We did very nice things, great things on offense. Then all of a sudden, the second half, we did nothing. Gesicki had no receptions, no yards. Even the Seattle game, Gesicki had barely any receptions, barely any yards. Even Devontae Parker, barely any receptions, barely any yards. Both games, struggling. Then you go to the games now with Tua in there, because a lot of people want to say, oh, the offense struggled under Tua, but not under Fitz. Not necessarily true. Like I said, you look at these games, even the Jacksonville Jaguars game, second half, we didn't score any points. So there was that recess. There was that fallback on the offense, and then all of a sudden, Tua comes in, we struggle in the first half, but then all of a sudden, the second half, we start scoring more points. We always tended to score a touchdown right after the half. So there was this flip-flop going on with the offense, so it just made sense. We needed, from jump, if you guys go back and watch, I gave it the benefit of the doubt on picking up Chan Gailey. I didn't want Chan Gailey, wanted someone more younger, knew the offense. The NFL now is a different NFL. It's not the same NFL that Chan Gailey coached before he retired. It's a new, faster, upbeat NFL, and I wanted somebody younger in that aspect. So, but the Dolphins brought in Chan Gailey, and I'm always like, okay, let me give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm with that with everything. Something new happened, something I didn't necessarily want to happen. All right, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Let me see what you can do. And like I said, I defended Chan Gailey a good amount of times because the struggles on this offense necessarily weren't always the play calling. When you have an offensive line that struggled as much as it did, when you had wide receivers who couldn't get off separation, when you had wide receivers that were confused at time and needed to be told where to stand, and when you had no running game, again, that's probably because of the offensive line. the struggles start to build up. But that also can be in turn on the offensive coordinator, because why are your wide receivers confused? Why is this happening? If you guys remember, I think it was against the Raiders, or no, I think it was against the Bills. Gesicki was supposed to go in motion, and Smythe started going in motion. And Tua told him to go back. Go back, go back, go back, no. And then Gesicki went in motion. Then it was a run for nothing because the defense was even like, look at this offense, completely confused. So it just made sense for Chan Gailey to retire, for him to move on. But like I said, I have a full video coming out breaking down candidates. There's going to be some internal candidates. There's going to be a ton of external candidates. I would like their, like I said, I literally just saw the breaking news and I want to get you guys this video ASAP. But I'm going to really deep dive into certain candidates and who I'd love for the Dolphins to bring in. Don't be surprised if it's internal. It seemed like there was a few guys that it could be internal, and you know for a fact that Flores likes to trust his guys. Patrick Graham goes to the Giants. Boyer becomes a defensive coordinator. And look at the jump. Look at the jump in the defense. Now you could say, yeah, well, that's because last year the defense had no one really on their scheme. Yeah, but even this year, we still have struggles on the defensive line running the ball. Linebacker core is, it's not great. Secondary is pretty good, except for sometimes Byron Jones gets beat. But it was a huge jump. And had a lot to do with the play calling, too. If you noticed with that Steelers game last year. It's just, Patrick Graham, what are you doing? Fun fact, Patrick Graham is actually a candidate to be interviewed for the New York Jets head coaching. What are the Jets doing? But that's here nor there. So yeah, that is what you can expect either tomorrow or Thursday. I'm going to do a full breakdown of potential offensive coordinator candidates. And this is incredibly important, especially to the development of Tua Tagovailoa, because now this is his third offensive coordinator. So it's incredibly important that they find somebody who runs the same style of offense that Tua can get comfortable with, and that he can get comfortable with the pace of the NFL. Those are a few of Tua's struggles in the NFL, is reading the defense. It's a little too quick for him, which you expect with a rookie, no off season, rehabbing most of his time off the field. You expect it. You expect the struggles there with the game being too quick. All of these rookies are dealing with that. All of the rookies are dealing with the struggles of the game being too quick. Justin Herbert, against us, we confused the crap out of him to the point where they just started running the ball because they were afraid he was going to throw an interception, which he eventually did. That's a thing that is going to happen, and it's going to get better with time. Fitting the ball into tight spaces, because if you saw the chart that I popped up, I think it was on the year in review, our wide receivers are getting about 1 yard separation when some of the top quarterbacks in Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, they're getting about 3 yards separation. It's another thing he needs to learn. Listen, because Fitzpatrick does it. He'll fit that ball in there. He's got to learn that. There's a difference between college and NFL. College, you're not going to be facing the top corners. NFL, you're going to be facing the top corners. So he needs to be taught that. His pocket presence, it's there and then it's not there. It's there and then it's not there. We've seen it. We've seen it against the Cardinals, where he'll get out of the pocket, evade tackles, and get some yards or make the passes he needs to. And then there's some games where he's trying to look for his guys to get open. Defense confuses him. Concrete feet, sacked. So these are all things that need to be worked on, but there's fundamentals that are there, like I said. And this is why I think Tua could be really good. And you got to give the kid a chance, because we've seen it against the Chiefs, against the Cardinals, heck, against the Patriots. He threw the interception, came back and made the right choice and ran it for a touchdown. He knows how to fix his mistakes. He knows how to use his fundamentals. So we need to bring in an offensive coordinator that can build off of that, build off of him. So this is going to be very important who the next offensive coordinator is, and he needs to be here for a minute to help Tua develop into the quarterback he can be. But yeah, so as of now, the breaking news, Chan Gailey decides to retire. Like I said, I have a ton of videos planned, not only with new offensive coordinator, but other stuff, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. Less than 400 now, give or take, till 20,000 subscribers. Once I break 20,000, I'm going to do a huge giveaway, because it's a huge milestone for breaking 20,000 subscribers. I never thought I'd get there. So be sure to hit the subscribe button. Be sure to share the channel. Let's get this sucker to 20,000 subscribers. But yeah, if you are like, hey, what the heck? I do apologize for doing straight from the phone videos. If you are new to the channel, when breaking news happens like this, I like to get you the news ASAP. So I go straight from my phone up to YouTube, so you don't get the fancy intro and all that stuff. So just to give you guys an idea. But yeah, Chan Gailey retires. Big news. It's finally happened. Now let's build this offense. Let's let the offense match the defense, because forever it's been defense is good, offense is bad, offense is good, defense is bad. Let's finally have a conjoined team that has good offense, good defense, and start winning, start getting to playoffs, and eventually get to the Super Bowl. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys either tomorrow or Friday in my breakdown of who the Dolphins should sign or who the Dolphins should look at for offensive coordinator positions. But like usual, guys, stay classy. Fins up.